Hello everyone. In our previous video, we discussed the basics of web services. We introduced what web services are. Now in today's video, we will discuss the language formats to design web services. Generally, there are two language formats that a web services uses, and that is XML and JSON. Now we will discuss these formats in detail in this tutorial. The major reason to use web services are their structure. Their structure itself describes their service they provide. Means the web service is of self-describing nature. Second is, instead of giving a number like 5 and hoping the user of the web service knows that 5 is a weight. This means if we have to present the 5 in the coding part, we just represent it as length measurement equals to inches, then 5, then length. This states clearly the measurement is for length and is 5 inches. Means the coding of web service describe its meaning itself. The two self-describing formats that have taken to design the web services are XML, that is extensible markup language, and second is JSON, that is JavaScript object notation. Now first of all, what XML is? XML was designed as a way to describe documents, but it took off as a data interchange format after it was introduced. Initially, it was a way to describe the documents, but now it is a way of interchanging data format. XML was envisioned to be a simple, human-readable language. It is a format that is easily readable by the human. For example, a person object can be represented like this in XML. His first name is David and last name is Smith, and this is followed by the closing tag person, and the same person can also be represented like this: person starting tag person first name equals to David, last name equals to Smith. Both XML fragments are easy for a person to understand, but different representations make it harder for programmers to write correct software. This means XML fragments are basically easy to understand, but sometimes its representation makes the programmer hard to understand it. Having a single agreed upon representation of the data will speed up your development effort. XML enables you to define the language system that is used to communicate by creating an XML schema document that is known as XSD. This enables software to verify an XML document that is used to define the contract. For example, the XSD, that is XML schema document, specifies the cost of a movie. That must be a number. XSD also provide the benefit of enabling tools to generate code based on the XSD. Programmers can increase productivity by feeding their programming tool an XSD file and getting back code they can immediately use to interact with the data. This means the programmers can increase the productivity of their application by using XSD file. Without the XSD file, programmers have to write code to understand the XML. Next is Extensible Style Sheet Language Transformation, that is XSLT. It is used to transform a document into another representation. Initially, it was designed to change XML data documents for human consumption, such as XHTML. Another common use is to apply an XSLT transformation to the XML application output that is to be used by another application, not understandable by the original representation. Next is XQuery. Now what XQuery is used for? It is used to access the elements from XML code. XQuery is used to retrieve a subset of data from a full XML document. This means XQuery is used to retrieve the data from the XML document, like a SQL query. This example shows how to get the total amount paid for this sample order. For example, this is an order item, then item price equals to 50, currency equals to USD, name equals to Metal Gear. This means the Metal Gear is a item name and its price is 50 USD. Item price equals to 25, currency equals to USD, name equals to Plastic Gear. This means Plastic Gear is of 25 USD cost. The following XQuery returns the sum document orders.xml. This means it have to fetch the data from the XML documents. Next is JavaScript object notation, that is also known as JSON. It was created in 2001 and came into use by Yahoo in 2005. It was initially created in 2001 and firstly it was used by Yahoo in 2005. It has few rules to be used, few base types and human readable, means it is easily readable by the human. JSON schema enables document validation but it is rarely used. It is a great format for transmitting data between systems because it is simple, text-based and self-describing. This means it is a format to transmit the data between the system and a web server because its format is simple, text-based and self-describing. A person can be represented in JSON format like first name colon David, then last name colon Smith. So this format is very easy to understand. Now in this session we have discussed the format of web service language, and in the next session we will discuss debugging of web services. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video.